1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Calais Campbell on the stop.
When you look at this Bronco defense,
they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Now it's Wilson.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. He is going to find Hill here. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
35.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Taylor is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Now Wilson going to change things up here. They'll look to run with Taylor.
And this time he is in.
Yes. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They go play action now. Jackson.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
25 yards that time.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Play action. Now Jackson.
Going right back to Dotson. He's got room at the 30.
And down to the 28-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10. As they've got things rolling on this drive. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Jackson.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
12, 12. 19. Good job right there. Good job right there. 25, 25. Alert.
St. Brown motioning left.
On 2nd down, Wilson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Wilson. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
St. Brown motioning left. Running left, Taylor.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Left. Go, 14. Go.
St. Brown motioning left.
On second down, here's Wilson.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick. And
he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Jonathan Taylor.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
it is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. This will be caught at Samuel.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another first down. Now Jackson.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson.
Able to connect with Mims. He's got room at the 30.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big gain and a conversion on 3rd down. That's a big pickup.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Jackson now.
Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got it. It's Samuel.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. They go play action with Jackson. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Second and 1 from the 2.
No, we changed it.
Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys. It's Tony Pollard.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Tony Pollard as the first half is winding down.
And the Broncos are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
This one caught downfield by Higgins.
It's a gain of 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Throwing is Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios,
both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half.
Report.
One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaud.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Wright's got it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
You gotta make a move.
Jackson.
Samuel bringing him to slant.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Jackson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
At the 20-yard line.
Hey, 0-0-0. Gun. Front left.
Wilson.
That going to be caught downfield by Hill.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. You guys, listen. Front left, front left. All go special. All go special. Screening.
Now Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Another strong effort there from Shaq Barrett in his 19-sack season of 2019. Might prove to be
Welcome back now to Denver.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Shaquille Barrett, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing is Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuroba. And he is going to have a Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. And he will find his man, Samuel. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Deebo Samuel. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back.
And quickly, they get to the line. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He'll make the diving catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Wilson.
And going deep for Hill.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
On third down, Wilson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
For the defense, circling now. Fourth down and 7.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Broncos will take over on downs.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here comes second down.
They go play action now. Jackson. Flushed out right. And some room to run now.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
That's good. More on Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Another try, second and 10 now. Now Jackson. He'll get that complete to Alderweireld.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Here we go, first and goal. Here's Jackson.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deebo Samuel with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Broncos have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Wilson to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Throwing now is Jackson.
That's complete. It's Okurebunom.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
This is 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Wilson.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Now Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Here's Wilson.
Pass complete to Higgins.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Gun.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Jackson. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. A little